Hey, good morning everybody. This is Scott with Lightspeed Van. Today is going to be the first video in this long series of videos that we're going to do in our ProMaster van conversion. I'm really excited to get started today. It's just the first step in many to get the van built for use this summer. So today we're going to start with insulation. I'm going to do a little bit of a different approach with insulation. I know that from some of the videos that I've seen and some of the conversions, people are using fiberglass insulation bats. They're using spray foam. They're using the compressed pink foam boards and cutting those and gluing those in place. All of those probably have their merits. There seems like a lot of work and probably some questionable success with those based on some concern about trapping moisture and things like that inside of the van. So I'm going to do a little bit of a different approach here. We're going to use a product called Lizard Skin. It's produced by a company called Speedway Motors. And the idea, it's a spray-on ceramic insulation. Now, the idea behind the ceramic insulation, it's kind of the same idea that the space shuttle uses with the ceramic tiles on the bottom. Basically, it just restricts the transfer of heat inside of the van. So first step would be we're going to use a sound control product from the same company. We're going to spray that on. Once that's dry, we're going to follow it up with ceramic insulation, and then we're going to then follow it up with a roll of Thinsulate, which is the material that you find, I believe 3M makes it, and it's typically found in sleeping bags. The good thing about that, it's non-toxic, it's not itchy, and it does provide moisture resistance. So hopefully those three products combined should give me a great insulation package. Let me show you the product that we're going to use today. It's called Lizard Skin. I've got the link for the product in Amazon down below. There's also a link if you're a Prime member, so if you want to buy it via Prime. If you're not a Prime member, there'll also be a link for you as well. This is a 2-gallon pail. We're going to use 4 gallons to coat the van. Takes 24 hours to dry. Once it dries, then we can add our Thinsulate insulation to that. In order to apply it, you can buy a kit from that company. It's a spray gun basically designed for adding that insulation to your van. Basically, you fill the cup up, hook it up to a compressor, and just basically spray it on. Of course, a couple things you need to do prior to that. You need to scuff sand the inside of the van, just a light sanding just to kind of take the gloss off. We're going to tape everything off that we don't want to get this material onto, even though you can just clean it up with a warm bucket of water. I just don't want to get it sprayed everywhere and create a bigger mess for me to clean up. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Again, the package is going to be sound control first, ceramic insulation, then a roll of Thinsulate, and then we'll be done with the insulation package. I'm going to shoot some video of the installation so you can kind of follow along and see how it goes. Of course, if you have questions, please give me a call and I'm sorry, not a call. Write me a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer anything that I can. And I'm really curious to see how well it performs. The manufacturer says you can get about 30 degrees reduction in transfer of heat from the outside skin of the van to the inside. So if it works that well, it's going to be great. Thanks again. Enjoy the video. Peace out. All right, everybody, just a little bit of an update on our insulation package. We just finished the ceramic insulation and the sound deadening product by Lizard Skin. The application was really easy. It took about 2 days to do. There's a 24-hour waiting period between coats for the sound control, then to the ceramic insulation. In between coats for the same product, it's only about an hour, as all it takes to dry, and then you can recoat it. Whole project took about 4 hours to do. Pretty straightforward, actually, really not a whole lot to it. One thing that I would say is that if you have one of the little pancake compressors, it's not going to provide enough air pressure to drive the gun. I had to go and buy a bigger capacity compressor. I bought it over at Lowe's. I think I spent like $99 on it. It had a bigger reserve tank. It also provided more pressure or more cubic feet per minute of air pressure at 50 pounds per square inch is what the product requires. So without that, I wouldn't be able to put the product on. So all in all, really happy with it. Not sure how it's going to work out. As soon as we have a sunny day, I'm going to shoot the walls and see what kind of numbers we get. I'm in the process now of starting to put in the Thinsulate, and I'm going to have a video just showing the installation process for that. That's pretty straightforward. Just measure, cut, and glue. That's pretty much it. But I'll go ahead and make a video and show a little bit about that. So here's a look at the finished insulation package. If you remember, I put in some Lizard Skin sound control and then a ceramic paint on top of that. And then I followed up with Thinsulate that I cut, measured, and glued in here. So we're about 90% done. I do have some open areas here, like these gaps here, as well as on the floor, but I'm gonna leave those open until I run my wiring. And then once the wiring's in, I'll go ahead and seal the rest of those up with some insulation. So pretty happy with it. Whole project took me about 2 days to do. Really, it's just more tedious and time consuming than it is hard. I did use 3M 90 adhesive, sprayed it on, wait till it got tacky, and then added the insulation for those. So if you have any questions, give me a holler, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with it.